Hi everyone, it is Heather, and today I am super excited to show you a new product. This is called the Creative Board. And before I get into all the technical goodies about this board, I want to show you something that is just so beautiful. As you can see, this board is on my animator's console, this brown piece back here. And this is a beautiful acrylic solid surface drawing, art, or coloring board. Okay, I'm going to turn out the light here. This beauty happens to be called fairy dust, and there's a reason for this. So just go along with me here. I'm going to go ahead and turn down my light. I'm going to zoom in with my camera if it cooperates here. And I want you to get lost in the magic of this board. Come on. It is filled with sparkles. I'm going to move down the camera here. That thing that doesn't like to cooperate with us sometimes. As you can see, hopefully you can see, these glorious sparkles are all over this ultra smooth board. And of course my camera has to be difficult, and so does my lighting here. Give it another go here. In person, this board just glistens. There you go. Yay! Look at that. Look at all this. It's like diamond dust in this. But no, this is fairy dust. And I mean, how cool would it be to sit there and color, you know, your fantasy pages, or draw a fairy or something on this magical ultra smooth board. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the light here and fix the settings on my camera. There we go. So we can get down to the technical stuff, as I like to call it. Okay, we are looking right now at the largest board I will have available in my online shop, and I will provide the links below in the description area for you with all the details to where you can get this. This is the large fairy dust creative board. It is 14.5 by 24, and this gives you a lot of space. Now, mind you, if you have your coloring books, the average size is what, 8.5 by 11. The coloring sheets here are where you see my drawing is 8.5 or 9.5 by 11. And these are my individual sheets. You have to give me my 21.5 or 3/4-year-old Shih Tzu just came on in, huffing and puffing. So let's go back to the details there. So forgive me with that little distraction. Anyway, this is normally what I do my original drawings on, that 9.5 by 11 sheet, and then, or pardon me, 12. And then I have, a coloring book. And you can see all the gorgeous space around this board. Now, I know a lot of you colorists go ahead and photos or copy the pages, and then you can color directly onto your normal page, which would be 8.5 by 11 for the most part. And so if you have one sheet here, and you have another sheet here, you can see, like I said, this is 9.5 by 12. It's got plenty of space on the large board on here. You can go ahead and tape these off. This board is so ultra smooth, and I'm going to backtrack for a minute. For those of you who have followed my channel and are fans on my Facebook page and all that with me for years, you have seen that when I color or do any kind of watercolor paints and that, I do not do it directly onto my animator's console. I do not want color pencil residue or paint or any bleed throughs onto the wood part of my desk. I really like my console to be very clean. There's a place, for painting my acrylics. I do it on my easel. Otherwise, I have a piece of glass like this. And This is a frosted piece of glass. I have my piece already laid down here. And this has been really my go-to. It was very super smooth, but over the years, it has developed scratches and stuff on there. And I don't like the fact of it is glass. I mean, you know, if you happen to be clumsy like me, or and break glass, especially if you have pets or kids around, or just even yourself, you don't want to deal with those glass shards. You don't want to get cut or anything like that or injured with the glass. So I talked to a friend of mine and I'm like, you know, I need an ultra smooth drawing surface, something that I can lay on my animator's console for when I do colored pencils. So basically, if I'm sitting here coloring a piece, you know, and it's going off onto this board, then it's not hitting my desk. And, you know, if you have bleed throughs or watercolors and all this kind of stuff, I wanted something that would A, protect my desk, B, be super smooth, and, you know, C, portable. This is, like I said, the large one. It's a ½ inch thick. All of the boards are ½ inch thick. It has these adorable, cute little nonstick little footies. Yes, I said footies. And it keeps it from moving. The only thing it's not going to slip. The only thing that's moving is my animator's console, because I can raise it up like that, like a an easel. This board, the large, weighs probably about 11 to 12 pounds, give or take. And I have two other sizes, and let me show you. Okay, then we're going to get into some really good stuff. This is the speckled egg, and this is a medium board, and this is 12.5 by 18, and you can flip it either way. The edges are round, and this is hand polished. Like I said, this is an acrylic solid surface, so it is non-porous and hospital grade, which means all those little germs out there that everyone has been, I mean, the germs have been around for I don't know how long, but for all eternity. But now with the pandemic and stuff, you can just wipe this down. The germs aren't going to get into this board. It is non-porous, which makes it even better, you know, and I guess kind of healthier, you can say, all the way around. We also have the small board, which this happens to be. I know for all of you who follow me and know of my characters, this is the Snickerdoodle board. I was actually, when my friend came over with the boards and was showing me these colors, I couldn't help but think of my Cookie Crumbler characters. And when I saw this, I said, oh, this is, I'm going to name this Snickerdoodle. And I kid you not, when I'm sitting here drawing on it or coloring on it or painting on it, I sit here and I think of Snickerdoodles in the oven. And, you know, these are the specks of, you know, sugar and cinnamon and all that. And it's just, it's a really fun board. And those are just a couple of the colors. I'll get into the other colors that I'll be offering here in the next day or two on my site. But I want to show you another really cool feature of this. So let's say, like I said, you know, you are coloring and your markers have gone off the page. Well, you're looking at this probably going, this is ultra white. I don't want to have all this scribble stuff or all these colors or anything like this on my board. You can clean it with ease. Let me use a little Derwent Inktense there, a medium gel stick, or a media gel stick pen there. Let's see, how about some Black Widows? What about an alcohol pen, Copic? Put that on there. Some of you use gel pens, so let's go ahead and do this on there. Let's see. We need an oil-based pencil, Polychromos. Let's see. Let's get a, why don't we add a watercolor pencil? And, I know a lot of you use, that's a white crayon dash. That's not going to show up for you. A crayon dash and all that good stuff. Watercolor pencils. Let's get a Neocolor. Those wonderful, amazing watercolor things. Crayons. Okay, we're going to put that down here. And you're sitting here going, oh, Heather is just marking up that fairy dust board. And it's like, oh, that's not going to come clean. Yes, it will. Don't use bleach on these boards or anything like that. What you want to use is a mild cleanser. So I have dish soap, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour a little bit on. And I should be using a wet sponge, okay? I have a roll of dry paper towels, but I want to show you how easy this is. Really, I don't want a whole bunch of water on my desk. I could take this to the sink. And voila, it's clean. You can see the residue. Of course, the blue is pretty much from my blue soap. And of course, after we're done, I will take this into my, near my sink and wash this down. But this is super, super clean. It's not on there. Voila, it's off, okay? I would just wipe it down with a wet sponge to get the soap off of it now. Now, all the colors clean up the same way. Like I said, they're all acrylic solid surface, so it's going to clean up just like that. Is it breakable? Of course, everything is breakable to a certain extent. It's not going to, shard and everything if you drop it like glass. And I'm sure if you were to take it and smash it up against a cement wall, yeah, chances are it's going to break. But these are tools to your trade, whether you're an artist or a colorist. This is something that you want to protect. So you're going to handle it with care. Okay, I'm not going to tell you that it's the world's best surface that will never, ever break, okay? Treat it with care, and it'll last, for years and years and years. So how cool is this? It's not going to have any marks on it. It's beautiful. It comes in an array of colors, and I'll be constantly adding new colors to my online shop. Let me tell you what. These are great. And let me get back. I don't think I mentioned the size before I forget of the small board. I'm going to get the small snickerdoodle board out here again. And this is 12.5 by 14, and you can turn it either way. And let me get, so you can see, where's my coloring book? I mean, there's plenty of room all the way around for you to color. If you're going to throw up an artwork on there, and this is a vertical piece, lay it like that. You still have plenty of room around there to work on this board. The small board weighs probably about 5-6 pounds. The medium board probably about 7-8 pounds, and the larger board, we said about 11-12 pounds. Now, if you don't like light colors and you want something a little more on the darker side, and hear me now, this is more for those of you who have been my fans and know about my dark alter ego, Lady Heather. You can also learn about Lady Heather by watching all my past live streams around Halloween during my Lady Heather Halloween event. You can see my darker alter ego come out. Well, obviously, and just go along and indulge with me here, okay? Obviously, one of her little pet vultures must have been lurking in my art studio. And guess what? She left me a note. It was more kind of like delivered by one of her vultures that said she has 2 boards that she wants named in her collection. And I'd like to introduce you to the Dungeon and Raven. Now, these are all hand polished. This one just got to me today. He wanted to show me the color, so this is not actually 100% polished yet, but I want to show you. Look at these. And this is really, the light is making this kind of like a slate gray. This is really super, super dark, almost black. The other one here, the Dungeon is just, look at all the specks in this. I mean, it is just glorious. But this will be part of the Lady Heather collection. Now, I have another board that I'm really excited to show with you. And I have other colors. We have just solid white. We have a beautiful bone-colored one, too. That's kind of ivory, if that, or a cream, I should say. But this one is not finished yet, but I'm going to show it to you because I love the color of this. Still not named other than the creative board. But look at this. And your artwork looks, or your coloring looks so glorious on this board. I mean, it has such a deep, rich. When you look at it, you can almost just kind of reach in and pull these lines out. I was thinking about Moonbeam, but I'm like, I don't know. So when I come up with the name of it, it'll be in my shop. Like I said, this one is, they're just all awesome. They are all super smooth and everything, durable, and I love working on them. And as you can see, they clean up so nice. Anyway, so like I said, I'm going to leave everything in the description below, where you can get these boards exclusively in my shop, my online shop. And this is a must-have. You can take this and carry this around with you if you want to color, or, you know, lay it on your desk, lay it on your animator's console, lay it on the dining room table if that's where you color or draw, or if you want to sit in front of your TV on a TV tray. These will fit, you know, with the various sizes, depending, of course, how big your tray is. You know, just roll with me on this. But anyway, these are the creative boards. And I had to share them with you. This is a must-have for your studio or coloring space. So with that being said, thank you for watching my video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. Or subscribe to my Facebook page, what have you, or join me on Patreon so you don't miss any of the good juicy details on any of my art or products that'll be coming out in the near future. Also, you can also catch my art tutorials on Patreon, and of course some here on YouTube. So anyway, have a great day. Give me a thumbs up too, by the way, and enjoy, and make sure you get your creative board real soon. Bye for now. Till next time.